Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Ticking Together. As always, the goal of this channel is to provide education about and to raise awareness as to what it's like living with Tourette Syndrome. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about suppression, because lately I've been having a lot of trouble with suppression. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, let me just back it up. My name is Carly, I'm 23 years old, and I was diagnosed with Tourette Syndrome when I was 12. And Tourette Syndrome is a neurological disorder, which means it affects my brain and it causes me to make involuntary movements and sounds known as tics. So throughout this video, I'll be doing some things that I can't control, and those are all tics. And they are completely involuntary, which makes it a little bit of a doozy. I'm going to tell you why. Something that I feel like a lot of people without Tourette Syndrome don't understand is that these tics are as natural to us as breathing. And I know that might be a bit of a stretch for some people to believe, but for me, that is 100% valid. Imagine someone told you to hold your breath for as long as you could. You're eventually gonna have to breathe in again until you, if you don't, you're gonna die or you're gonna pass out. And breathing is what keeps us alive. It's completely natural. It's something that we all do, but imagine a society when people are like, hey, you can't breathe because that annoys me, or hey, that's weird, don't breathe. I know this is kind of a weird topic to wrap your head around, but basically this is how I believe tics and suppression is. In this world, in today's society, hi, I got rice. People are not super accepting of Tourette Syndrome and other neurological disorders or mental illnesses. And so a lot of people in my life have told me like, hey, stop ticking, or why can't you stop that, or like, just stop. And I wish I could tell them like, hey, no, this is my breathing. Like, okay, this is as natural to me as breathing. And I don't really know how else to describe this other than the fact that when I feel a tic coming on, I will eventually have to do it. I can suppress it or hold it in for a long period of time. So it depends on the individual. I'm highly medicated, so I can suppress for sometimes an hour maybe. But if I feel a tic coming on, it is eventually going to have to surface and I'm gonna have to do that tic. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that just be cool around people with Tourette Syndrome or mental illnesses or neurological disorders, because a lot of the time, all of the time, we can't help what we're facing. And so when I'm ticking, I feel a buildup in my body. I feel this kind of tingling, burning sensation, especially when it's a motor tic or a physical tic. And so I'll feel this buildup and I'll have to release it. I'll have to let it out in the tic. So yes, to answer some of your questions, I can tell when a tic is coming on. I feel it in my body. It's a premonitory urge. I feel that build up. But it's as natural to me as breathing. I feel that build up, but I know it has to happen. I know I'm gonna be doing it. It's a part of me that I've lived with for my whole life pretty much. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, just be nice. Suppression is hard. And if someone told you, hey, you can't breathe because it's annoying, that would be horrible. And that's kind of how I feel. It's the same kind of thing for me. And I know, okay, ticking isn't necessarily mandatory for living, but for me, if I don't tick, it is so horribly uncomfortable. If I'm not ticking, I will be in pain, mentally and physically. When I feel a vocal tic coming on, I feel a bubbling in my throat and it just has to come out no matter what it is. And sometimes I'll have a mental tic prior that says this is what you need to say, and I'll let it out. But a lot of the time when I'm in public, I will suppress to cater to other people. And this is not good. I feel like society needs to change their view on Tourette syndromes specifically, because for the most part, we can't control our tics. Like I said, we can suppress for periods of time, which means we'll hold them in. But during that suppression period, we'll be struggling. And so I always cater to other people. That's kind of who I am as an individual. But I wish we lived in a world where I could tic openly and I wouldn't be judged or ridiculed. So I just wanted to say, a little bit of a story is today I was at work and I had this urge in my body to literally punch my stomach so ridiculously hard. And I have never had this urge before. So I was like, I'm in public, I work retail, so I was like, I can't just be punching my stomach in the aisles. So I went to the break room to tic, and we have a bunch of new employees. And I didn't want to be awkward because there were people in the break room. So I had to suppress for my whole shift. Keep in mind, it was only about a 4-hour shift. It was super short, but I was in pain. I was in agony. Suppression maintains all of my focus. And so I was not able to be my best self at work because I was suppressing constantly, because I don't want customers to see me beating myself up. unintentionally to make the urge go away. And so that's just something I wanted to let you guys know. I wish it was like commonplace to see people ticking and not question them or be concerned for them. Just let them do their own thing. I know we're in a world or a society that's super far away from that. But I would love it if I could just tick for myself and not have to hold them in, because as I said, it feels like holding your breath. After you get to that point where you feel like you need to take a breath in, you kind of get that panic sensation in your body, like, oh my gosh, I need to breathe, let me breathe. Especially if you're underwater swimming, for example, and you can't breathe and you know you can't until you reach the surface. That's a really good analogy. If you're underwater and you're holding your breath and someone is holding you down and you can't breathe, but you know you have to breathe, you get that really panic sensation in your gut and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to breathe. That's exactly how I feel like society deals with Tourette syndrome. They're the people holding me down underwater and I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, I need to tick, but society has made it so I can't. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of food for thought in this video. Suppression is super difficult to deal with. And just maybe like be nice to people with Tourette syndrome. Stop saying we're faking or being over dramatic or things like that. We just want to be in a world with you guys where we're normalized and safe. So I hope this video made sense for you guys. I'm trying to post more educational content because my last few videos have been kind of fun. So if you want to stay tuned to educational content about Tourette syndrome, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also ring that notification bell to stay tuned to all of my content. Leave a comment down below saying hi, telling me what you want to see in future videos, or letting me know if you relate to this at all. As always, we're learning together, we're laughing together, and we're ticking together. Bye!